Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UNLV's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Got it behind the line, it's Gums. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Rebels will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Broncos offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Quick step and go. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not.
Touchdown, Boise State! First score of the game goes up.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They get get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rebels offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gonna run it. It's Sherrod. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield. It's Madsen. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Makes the grab. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To throw, it's Calandria. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And He gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's definite. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Riley. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Now on first down from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrod. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Finds his big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the ground, it's Glover. Turning it on. The discard, and he's running free. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Finds his man. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down, still moving. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Genty last year with the sensational season. Got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The inside handoff. The Broncos get it past the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. They've got the screen set up. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going up top again. Quickly complete. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Runs through the tackle. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. From the gun. Give on the inside. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air. It's Calandria. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. to the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Spangler. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Madsen. He caught it! And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll start this drive going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Glover. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. A lot of defenders around on that screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Here comes the heat. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. And the returner goes down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Madsen. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really?
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On first down from the 13-yard line. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Boise State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. He'll throw on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the play on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Shotgun snap on third down. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. Special teams coming through. As they pin them back, they'll mark it dead at the 10. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Give to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. It's a seam wide open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. The 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Vegas. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Riley. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working there. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Makes the grab over the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The give to the back. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Oh, they're after him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He's got it on the run. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught. Oh, a lot of space. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Sherrod. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. And the Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Broncos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Zings it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Pulls it in. It's Glover. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
The Rebels are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Completes it in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Play number 9 on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Riley. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying them.
Wide open spaces. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Leaves it with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. Give to the fullback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Huge loss on the play. It's a turnover on downs.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Bully ball on third and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.